Here's how I built a seven-figure digital business without being super active on social media. So what I did was I started off writing on a platform called medium.com, and I added another platform called vocal.media. I started writing on these platforms religiously, and eventually I did a challenge on Medium. I did 150 articles in 1 month on Medium, and that skyrocketed my Medium account. And so I got a lot of email sign-ups. By that time, I wasn't selling any digital products at all, but I got a lot of email sign-ups for my newsletter. And then from there, I started selling one e-guide about blogging, and that's what took me over to my first $10,000 on with digital products. Later on, I added more digital products. Initially, I was selling my products on Gumroad. Then I added Payhip, and those were the main platforms. But now I use System, Payhip, and Gumroad to sell my digital products. I'm now doing long form content on YouTube and some short form content. But when it comes to selling my digital products, majority of my digital products are sold when I create long form content and I leave a link in the description either to a digital product or to my email list. So now I'm doing TikTok, but I'm not heavily into TikTok yet. I've been posting a lot, but I still haven't built up my TikTok page to use it for selling digital products. But majority of my money, like I said, has come from written content. I used written content, and also I didn't add that I actually was using my blog as well. I have several niche blogs, but for my Make It Money Online, I've got a main blog that I create a lot of content on and direct people to my newsletter. So essentially, I've used written content and email marketing to make the majority of the money, and a few paid ads here and there. To be honest, I did add some Google ads, and I also added Facebook at one point. But now when I'm doing any advertising at all, I like to use YouTube ads. I prefer to use YouTube ads when it comes to selling my digital products. But I don't do YouTube ads religiously. I do it once in a while. I'll throw in a few YouTube ads once in a while, but majority of my income is coming from email marketing and from written content. And now from YouTube as well, because YouTube is a really great place to build your email list as well as to sell digital products directly from the description box as well. So that's it. That's how I built a seven-figure business, and I keep rinsing and repeating the same thing. Obviously, there's other aspects of this strategy. There's lots of different things that go along with it. Some people will just tell you, oh, it's just that simple. You just post the content and that's it. But there's lots of different things that go along with it. Lots of different extra tasks that you're going to have to do along the way. It's not an easy journey. It's not an easy road. It doesn't just happen overnight. Yeah, you can go viral and make money from that, but it doesn't happen overnight. You do need to put in the time, you need to put in the effort, you need to put in the hours, you need to be consistent, very, very consistent. That word is a word that most people don't like to hear, because when they hear it, it means, gosh, I'm going to have to put in some work. But yeah, you do have to put in some work. And also, another thing is you need to change your mindset completely. And you need to believe 100% wholeheartedly that you can achieve this. You need to believe that if you put in that work, that you are going to see those results. You need to believe that it's already yours, to be quite honest with you. You don't even want to set goals. You want to decide that this is your reality already. It's not about, oh, I'm going to set this goal, so I'm going to make 50,000 a month. You want to just simply decide that this thing is yours. $50,000 a month, it's yours, And another thing as well is that you need to be careful who you talk to. You don't need to tell all your friends and family what you're doing, because often they'll discourage you, they'll make you feel. And, a lot of people believe in evil eye. I hear this a lot, this evil eye, that people are going to look at you and, be jealous or whatever it is, or whatever you're doing. But the main thing is self-doubt. If you struggle with self-doubt and you tell someone that you're doing something and they plant in your head that this thing is not going to work, oh, what about plan B? That doesn't sound stable, doesn't sound realistic. If you struggle with self-doubt already, you are going to fall down a rabbit hole of more self-doubt, because that person is telling you that you need to you need to quit because this isn't going to work, or what's the point of doing all this because it's not going to work. So don't tell your friends and family. I would say pick a platform, create a ton of content that solves a problem for your reader or for your listener, for the person who watches your content. Build an email list, eventually build a digital product, start selling that digital product, scale up by adding paid ads, or scale up by outsourcing the content creation process. So it means you're not doing everything yourself. But make sure you fix your mindset. Before you even start, fix your mindset. You want to embody the person that you want to be. You don't want to wait until you see that money before you start acting that way. So act as if, and forget about setting goals and just decide. It's a decision that you're making. I decide I'm making $10,000 a month from this digital product business, and that's it. Forget about setting goals. If you're interested in building a digital product business from $0 to $10,000 a month, join my 90-day accelerator program by sending me a DM here on TikTok. If you are listening to this on YouTube, you can find the link in the description for my 90-day accelerator program or my Tsunami Content Challenge that's going to be taking place on November 1st. Thank you. Bye.